Greetings, Light Tribe. Janine Palmer here to talk to you guys today about judgment and misperceptions about things, because judgment by others has been a huge catalyst for me on my path, which has directed me to where I am now. Doing the things that I'm doing, it helped me to recognize my calling, what that is, what that entails. There's a few different things that entails. I've talked about this before, but every once in a while it comes up again, and I feel it's important to bring awareness to it, because it's natural to want to try to judge something because we have a limited perception of something or someone or something that happens. So we see that, bits and pieces of that, and we have an opinion, a reaction, whatever. We see something and we think it's something, a particular thing, a particular way. And then from the way we're viewing it, we might have input. We have a response, a reaction, right, to it. So we form an opinion and or a judgment about it. We might perceive that someone's doing something that's right or wrong. Okay. But we don't have all the information. So if a person thinks something's going on, therefore they say something to you, which is incorrect because they are operating on a lack of information. This is what's so important about judgment, is that we don't ever really have all of the information that came into play to create what is unfolding before us in someone else. Okay, we can't even really put ourselves in their shoes. So if someone behaves a certain way toward us, like sometimes it feels like they're coming down on us, they're belittling us, whatever it might be, judging us, from their point of view, a perception of what they have about us, something about us, something we did or didn't do, but they don't know the reasons why. And maybe it's from a good place. Maybe they mean well. They observe something, they're trying to be helpful, trying to share information, trying to be protective. And then sometimes it's or someone's sort of looking down on you, and maybe they don't realize they're doing it. Okay. And, you know, ego is interwoven into our being, and it tests us, and we just have to be aware of it and not let it get the upper hand, basically. So when someone maybe treats us like that, when their ego is involved, and we can see it, especially when you have a better understanding of ego. But how we react could be ego too. If we get our feelings hurt, if we react rather than respond or whatever, we get offended, we feel defensive, that's ego too. But sometimes when you know the truth and your truth, and someone sort of comes down on you or whatever, and you know that they're wrong because they don't have the information correct, then you need to speak up. You need to be able to speak your truth. And sometimes we do need to stand up and defend ourselves. Unless we can just say, you know, it's okay. I realize that this person is completely off balance, and I'll just blow it off and not let them know that they're way off base. We have the right to speak up. Okay. And so maybe they're going to learn something from us for speaking up, to point out, hey, you didn't have this information. So without that, you know, your judgment's incorrect. Be very aware of judgments, okay? Because most of them come from a place of misperception. And it's just a reminder, we've talked about it before. Peace.